We're driving cars on a Mars tonight. We're blasting up to the stars tonight. We wanna go, go. We wanna go, go.
Hi and welcome back to Discover with RAA Travel. You know, being a tourist in your own town can offer a fresh perspective. Often you uncover hidden gems, discover things and find a new appreciation for local attractions. Well, today we're doing a bit of that. Themis visits the Festival Centre to see what's happening for their 50th anniversary. Tegan heads to Samoa. And I'm here at the much-loved and ever-evolving Monarto Safari Park. A day at Monarto Safari Park promises an extraordinary wildlife adventure. Spanning over 1,500 hectares, this open-range zoo provides a unique opportunity to observe animals in a natural habitat.
The Monarto Safari Park's not your average zoo. In fact, it's one of the biggest in the world. When people come here, they can expect to see both Australian and African animals, but see them in very large settings, more naturalistic settings. The park itself is over nearly 4,000 acres. Here you can travel around on buses. You can get on walking tracks, which I think there's over 12 kilometres of walking tracks out here. You can spend pretty much the whole day here.
It's worth exploring these vast grounds with guided safari tours where knowledgeable guides offer some fascinating insights into animal behaviours and conservation efforts.
But if you really want to get close to the animals, then we have a lot of intimate experiences which you can participate in. You can go, we do a giraffe encounter where you can actually feed giraffe. We have the lemurs where you go walking in with lemurs and giant tortoises. And we also have pretty intimate sort of get-togethers with rhinos here as well.
I am really keen to see behind the scenes of this humongous creature. He really is a gentle giant.
So he can feel everything you're doing.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so he's got nerve endings all over his body.
Oh my God, it's so warm back there. This feels like a twine rug and behind his ears feels like a nice lamb leather jacket. Tickle, tickle, tickle.
He's got blue eyes too, if you look really closely. He's got a blue ring around his eye. And you can rub him, like he just closes his eyes. He loves an eye rub.
Okay, I might not do that.
That's all right. He really enjoys this human interaction.
So how old is he?
He's 23 and he's in the prime of his life essentially. Right. So he can hit into his 40s easily. Good boy, good man.
We have a very large pride of lions here. We have a thing called Lions 360.
Oh, we've got one coming over, Tammy.
So this is Hassani. She's kind of the centre of our pride.
They're beautiful, aren't they? You must love your job.
Oh, it's not too bad. So she's a 10-year-old. So you can see by the colour of her nose as well that it's a bit more black. Whereas if you have a look at her sort of teenage kids in here, they still have a pink nose.
This is pretty amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's a great experience. They come over, that's their choice, and it's a full 360 experience. So they're around us, on top of us, and you just really get to appreciate the full force of a big predator. A good part of it is our feeding experience. You can feed the lions and to really just feel the force of them pushing against the mesh as they jump up to get you a little bit of a snack.
It's pretty amazing to see how big they are when they're above you like that. This is worth whatever you have to pay for to do this experience. With its stunning landscapes, educational programs and unforgettable animal encounters, Monarto Safari Park offers a truly immersive experience for visitors of all ages.
A arriving late into Sydney, and the Marriott Hotel at Circular Quay offers a sensational view of what is surely the most picturesque harbour in the world. But I'm keen to know more about Circular Quay and its historic surrounds. So by morning, I'm off on a rocks walking tour.
Arthur Phillip brings them up here, going to go past Sydney Harbour, ends up coming in and declares, "I found the finest harbour in the world."
For the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation, the arrival of the First Fleet is devastating.
The farms start going further out. You're pushing them out further and further. The things they hunt, the things they eat are all going. So yes, they're just getting depossessed out of the land.
There are other tours offering the First Nations perspective, but Michael Collins is an expert on the European story, and its beginning is brutal.
And you're talking about that sandstone rocky outcrop, hence the name The Rocks.
That's why it's called The Rocks. We still see it today. Arthur Phillip, when he got in here, declared male convicts up to the rocks, and that's where they stayed.
Tough times.
It was tough times, mate. The Rocks itself was actually a tough place till the 1970s.
Rum and the lash were staples here, and corruption too, with the New South Wales Corps controlling the rum trade, with grog now a major currency. Governor Bligh was sent in to clean the place up.
I think they said he probably needed anger management classes.
The Rum Rebellion ousted Bligh, and it all happened here. This place has a buzzy tourist feel today that belies just how tough life really was.
It's all very chic, very trendy, very Sydney now. But when you venture into the alleyways of the Rocks, you're venturing into the very heart of the European story here in the Rocks. And if these alleyways could talk, they would tell tales of tough characters living in extremely tough times.
No water in most of the terrace houses, so usually a 2 up and 2 down. Might be, a lot of Irish Catholics down here, 6, 8, 10 kids in a family, in a 4-room house. So you imagine what it was like.
And imagine all of this gone and replaced with high-rises. It nearly happened until this working-class hero, Jack Mundy, and the BLF Green Bands put a stop to the wholesale destruction of the Rocks.
He, the BLF, the workers, and the residents down here, led by the women, saved what we see today.
And we should all be glad they did, because the Rocks is packed with little delicious nooks and crannies.
I thought I'd bring a bit of South Australian free settler sophistication to this former haven for rum-drinking rebellious convicts. Now you can finally taste some classic South Aussie reds. What's this one, Justin?
This is our Everest Shiraz, winner of the world's best Shiraz.
The Barossa's very own Chateau Tanunda has set up a cosy cellar door in this former haven for spirited characters imbibing all kinds of spirits. They're still about in the Rocks if you drop into classy little hidey holes like this one.
No, you have not been teleported back to the days of the Rum Rebellion. This is 21st century Sydney, and this place is called the Doss House, where whiskey is the currency of choice.
So next time you come to Sydney, contact the Rocks Walking Tours for a trip back in time.
Samoa, beautiful people, beautiful scenery, and there's just so much to do. It's a place that really forces you to be on island time.
Talofa, this is beautiful Samoa, and I am so thrilled to be here. We are going to experience all that Samoa has to offer, from beautiful waterfalls, fresh swimming holes, amazing beaches, beautiful people, and the incredible culture that's here. Enough talking, let's dive right in. This spot I have been particularly excited for. This is Tau Sua. It is a salt water trench. I'm dying to get in. Explore the area, bring a picnic and take a dip. Island time is all about slowing down and taking it all in. This is Namua Island. It is honestly only like a 10-minute ride from the mainland, and you feel like you're in another country. We have been snorkeling, we've been looking for turtles. We found one, but on the drive out here on the boat, we saw so many. This is another spot with crystal clear water. Again, pack some snacks or bring a picnic and make a day of being on the beautiful island. So behind me are whāleis, which are traditional huts here in Samoa. You can actually sleep in these, which is pretty cool. There are ones like this first one, which has a door and windows and is closed off. But there are other ones like this one here in the middle, which are open. And so they'll give you a mattress, fly screen, and then you'll wake up in paradise. But if you want something a little more fancy, Samoa offers so many unique hotel stays. Salatoga have waterfront huts where you can wake up and dive straight into the ocean. The rooms also have an outdoor shower and an indoor shower if that's more your thing. Return to Paradise have the most beautiful snorkeling directly out the front of the resorts. Now there seems to be a bit of a common theme. Waterfront accommodations, we are not mad about it. Tamasina Island Resort is also a waterfront hotel, but it boasts an incredibly big pool. This is perfect for family stays. For me, travelling isn't just about getting the shot and visiting beautiful destinations. It is about really getting to the roots and learning about different cultures and experiencing them. So, come with me. Let's have a look. Visiting the Samoan Cultural Centre was a real highlight for me. We learnt so much about the traditional ways of making household items, cooking, wood carving. It was so special. I'm actually quite good at this one. This is honestly paradise. We're on Savaii. Can you tell me a bit about it?
Savaii is the Pacific's undiscovered, best kept secret. When you get here, it's blue lagoons and waterfalls, so much to discover and witness this winter. This is our winter for yourself.
Wait, this is winter?
This is coming up to winter.
Now, we haven't even scratched the surface. There are so many beautiful swim spots in Samoa, but a highlight for us was Piula Cave Pool, a freshwater cave which you can swim through. We also found a sanctuary for beautiful giant clams. I don't think I have ever seen so many clams in one spot. Immerse yourself in the Samoan way, shopping local, visiting the markets, and eating fresh fish. Samoa, everywhere you look, there is beauty, from the smiles and the laughs of the locals to incredible scenery, waterfalls, swim spots, and greenery. We can't wait to come back, slow down, and embrace the Samoan way.
I know we can get online and research everything we need to know about booking a holiday interstate or overseas. But sometimes it's really good to chat to someone face to face, just to ask all the tricky questions. And where can you do this? The Travel Expo. This RAA Travel Showcase is a good example of why visiting an expo before booking your trip can be super helpful. You can even learn about places you didn't think about visiting, like South America. Talk to a heap of people about your chosen destinations to get insider knowledge. Yeah, that's right, that's okay. And they offer special deals for visitors, so you can save some cash for that sneaky shoe purchase. And finally, you can connect with an agent that understands your likes and needs when booking a trip. Believe me, these people are like a good hairdresser. Once you find a good one, you never let them go.
This year we celebrate a very special birthday. The Adelaide Festival Centre is turning 50.
The idea of creating a dedicated performing arts centre in Adelaide was first proposed in the 1950s.
The South Australian Government recognised the need for a venue that could accommodate large-scale theatrical productions and attract international acts.
The concept gained momentum in the 60s when plans for the centre started to take shape.
This beautiful centre opened in 1973. It was the first capital city arts centre in our country. It opened 3 months before the Sydney Opera House. That was quite an achievement. It's in this beautiful setting here on the Torrens. It opened with Beethoven Ninth with the Adelaide Symphony Orchestra and the second act of Beethoven's opera Fidelio. It was a wonderful night. Gough Whitlam came and opened it and said this would be an example for the rest of Australia, and of course it has been ever since.
The Festival Centre has several venues, but its centrepiece is the Festival Theatre, the largest and most prominent performance space.
With a seating capacity of 2,000, it has hosted a wide range of productions and attracted renowned artists and companies from around the world.
This place over the years has been the platform and the stages for some of the world's greatest performances, from Leonard Bernstein through to Margot Fonteyn to Jimmy Barnes, Joan Sutherland, you name it, along with, of course, our own local companies like the Adelaide Symphony Orchestra and the State Opera and the State Theatre Company, Australian Dance Theatre. So it really has been a meeting place for the great artists of the world and the great artists of this country and audiences who flock to see them.
And because this year they're turning 50, there's some very special events on the program.
Our 50th celebration and anniversary has just been a great thing for us. It's re-energised our audiences, our artists, our staff. We've celebrated our 5 festivals. We're renowned nationally, internationally for our festivals. Of course, Mad March, but then we also do the biggest kids festival in the world, Dream Big. We do Cabaret Festival, First Nations Festival, Guitar Festival with Slava Grigorian and everyone, and of course we're just about to go into Ausasia Festival. The first 50 podcasts are really about all the connections over the years with the centre, from Robert Archer, people like Anthony Steele, who was the first director of this place 50 years ago. There are many great artists, local South Australian artists, international artists. Artists love this place, audiences love it. There are so many great memories here of performances that will stay with people over their complete lifetimes.
The Adelaide Festival Centre continues to be a dynamic and vibrant hub for the performing arts. With its iconic architecture and central location, the centre remains a symbol of South Australia's commitment to the arts and cultural enrichment.
Whether it's travelling to new destinations, trying thrilling activities, or pursuing unconventional paths, being adventurous makes you break free from routine and discover the wild.